This the old Atwoli before he was compromised.
The brief meaning of hustler is this: a person who employs fraudulent or unscrupulous methods to obtain money. If you go further utapata, a hustler is a male prostitute.
The old Atwoli really used to dislike Ruto, and I don't know what happened nowadays. He's a big fan of Ruto.
Kusema president mzima aende na Kenya Airways Ulaya, hata ukiongea watu wengine wakisikia watakucheka sana. Hata akiwa kwa business angoje mtu mwingine akiwa kwa choo na 200 million shillings. Kama unalilia 200 million shillings utaletea Waluya 1 billion.
That he can even go on public platforms to fight for him. So here's what he had to say back then about Ruto.
A nation of hustlers. I've said this. We want a structured system that can provide employment. That is the nation we want. Where is my telephone? Anybody who has a smart telephone, Google who is a hustler. Google in your own phone. Who is a hustler? We want you people, young men and women that we are taking to institutions of high learning, to get better jobs, to change lives, to live like your brothers and sisters in Europe or in Dubai, to have a clean city. You don't use the poor to go on top. You promote the poor to be where you are. You are calling yourself a hustler, and yet you are not a hustler. God cannot allow you. And then you go to the church to cheat, to lie. Kwa hiyo kitu ya hustler. The brief meaning of hustler is this: a person who employs fraudulent or unscrupulous methods to obtain money. Swindler. Informant. He earns his living as a pool hustler. If you go further utapata, a hustler is a male prostitute.
Yeah, apparently both shoe fits. He's really a hustler. The way he's hustling this nation to poverty, he's really a hustler. And this old Atwoli, this old version of Atwoli, really agreed with whatever I'm saying now.
Why do you want to be associated with such a name? Na ile mtu anakuambia hustler ana 5 choppers, ana mansion. He owns every empty space in the Republic of Kenya.
Man, I really miss this old Atwoli. Not this current one. I really miss this old Atwoli.
Tuna wheelbarrow tunatolewa, that is a peanut of what he owns. Yeah. So we want a structured life. Ukipeleka mtoto yako kwa shule, atoke kwa shule, apate kazi mzuri, afunge tai kama wengine, ajifunze kubeba kamera kama ina, alipwe mshahara mzuri, awe na gari yake kama mtu alienda kwa shule. You can't say we are going to form a government of gamblers.
But finally they formed a government of gamblers and you joined them. Where when you naongea hapo. That's why at times with these politicians you might be shocked what they say and what they really believe in. Because in your wildest dreams, haungeamini that this guy will one day support the hustler that he is fighting. Haunge believe that this guy that's saying that we should look for official, like people should be, we should look for quality jobs for people. Ungeamini that this guy at a supporting government in a wish to give us wheelbarrow jobs, people who have struggled to go through school just to end up being given wheelbarrow jobs.
A government of hustlers, tutatengeneza serikali yetu. Nani atakubali hiyo?
Yes, and finally Ruto managed to make a government of hustlers because cabinet yake yote ni hustlers too. They're hustling this country to poverty. All of them, all the appointments, even in those parastatals, they're just hustlers, hustling the economy to its deathbed. And I'm glad the Gen Zs are saying, not anymore, not anymore, not anymore. Man, it's a revolution and it's a good thing that it's happening in our time. We are trying to create a better future for our kids. We are trying to create a better environment for our kids because there is no need to have a future where Ruto has destroyed this economy. There is no need, totally. It's unfair even to the kid. At least we are making a change so that our kids will find a better place. The Orengos and the Railas tried. At least us, we found a multi-party. So we must also try for our kids to find limited, like we can't kill corruption, we can't kill incompetency, but at least we'll reduce it to a good number. Because wherever this guy was leading us, he was leading us to the worst place ever. Because in the finance bill, what they had done, which was genius to some degree, they had done budgeted corruption. Because there was some money which they were telling you that this 800 million, you shouldn't ask me where I took it to. That's perfectly budgeted corruption. You allocate money to your wife, budgeted corruption. You allocate money, extreme, huge amounts of money for renovation, even in the buildings that you'll never live in. And the saddest part is that Uhuru, who has been a cool kid his entire life, he has lived with millions and millions and millions, lived in that house comfortably. So, how bad is the state house? How bad is that condition that it needs 1 billion to repair? And the coolest kid was just there and he was okay with it. Because Uhuru has lived in money. Because if there was someone who was supposed to renovate the state house with 1 billion Kenya shillings, was Uhuru. He has more taste. He's only been exposed to the finest things in life. But now this guy who's saying that he's lived in Sugoi, this guy that's saying he's a hustler, as much as I hate that word, this guy now has a taste worth 1 billion. Like he wants furniture worth, he wants curtains worth, and the things Uru left were all, obviously they are classic because he's a billionaire's kid. So our current president has better taste than the billionaire's kid. Then he tells you that he's a hustler and you should identify with him. What hustling? This guy is from Sogoi. What taste does he like? What can he buy that's worth 1 billion? What is he renovating really? Because does he want to say that he has better taste than the billionaire's kid? If the billionaire's kid never did that amount of renovation, why will the son of Sogoi say that he wants to renovate? He wants to do renovation worth 1 billion. Think about it. That's my take. Peace out.